Just an iceberg floating by. Or more accurately, just us floating by an iceberg.
And the Greenlanders were like, no, we don't want it. We want to protect our own way. So there's really two schools of thought here. You have your old traditionalists who want to keep these customs and these traditions and stay segregated. And you have this younger population that wants to be part of the Western world.
Right.
And be connected to each other.
Right.
And there's also Antarctic terns here. And you know which ones they are because the orange beak means they're in the breeding season.
Eventually, the younger population will win.
And if they have a black beak, that means they're an Antarctic tern.
But I kind of like the dirty. It gives you contrast. It does. This looks like a cumulus cloud to me. Like a puffy cloud.
Those are going to be likely to be kittiwakes. All right? So,
What was that last one you said?
kittiwakes. Black-legged kittiwakes, but because there's no red-legged ones around, we just call them kittiwakes. This is grounded, so you can actually come check it out. So if you want to come up and touch it, I'm going to get out of the way. I just want to make sure it wasn't bobbing.
So I'm a geologist by education, but in this job, you have to be an all-ologist. So me and Becky know absolutely everything. So you can ask us any question and we'll have an answer for you. If you stump us, we will buy you a drink in the lounge before recap.
When you hear the snap, crackle, pop, it's oxygen. You'll see the oxygen in it. That's air that's been trapped in there for tens of thousands of years. Fresh air, right here.
So we know what those are. They're called arêtes. It's a French word. It's a French word for vicious spine, glacial erosion, but everything around it will.
What causes it to explode? The hydrogen?
The pressure changes as it melts. So you're something that's highly pressurized on the inside. That's really rare.
Right.
You can go on YouTube and find some terrifying videos that represent it. And I've never seen one explode, but there's no way to predict that it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
It just happens. And if the pressure changes as it melts, it just...
Very good.
Yeah. This is magic.
For real.
It's really cool, isn't it? It's really neat.
I know Jen wants to stay at rocks the whole time.
It's fine. You can move on, yeah. I came on both cruises to look at rocks today. You can see there's more vegetation when you get closer to the water.
Right.
But these birds, and there's probably more birds in June here. We're towards the end of nesting season for most of these birds. So that's where you're getting a lot of this nitrate from. There's more birds here. This isn't a bird cliff. It's not like a bird place.
There's a whale out there. Do you see it?
No.
Oh, those are dolphins. Those are dolphins. But they stay here year-round. They're
No.
not migratory, or they
They'll
are?
move south. They'll go
How
south
far?
of the ice. They'll probably stay in the Barents Sea. Probably go towards Iceland. They want to be south of the sea ice because they're seabirds, so they're not ice-loving birds. They're not the little ox.
They
the
need
little
to get
duck-
to the water.
Yeah, they need water.
That's a whale out there. There's a whale out there.
But because we're so high north, there's not an enormous amount of chemical weathering here. You don't get an enormous amount of rain. You don't get most of what you get here is freezing off and frosty. But it does erode away. It is pretty crumbling. It's not super hard. This is beautiful though. Getting the water in here is the prettiest part. He's taking mental photos.
They're over there. That's about
Oh,
there
there
it
he
is. You see
is.
it? Did
Yeah.
you get it?
Can you get ahead of everybody so we can turn around and take a picture?
Big group over there.
I mean, Rhonda is just the image of fashion.
And you might want to back paddle just a touch because that current's moving us in close to the rocks pretty quickly. So get you to give a back paddle. There you go. And yeah, Jeff as well, just get you to paddle backwards a couple strokes.
Once they're in the water, they move really well. And so they get curious. Once they're on land, they don't move well at all. They can barely haul themselves around. Right over us.
Two different things. They call them either parasitic jaggers or skuas. And they are predatory, they will chase down other birds with food and bully them to give up the food. So they'll chase them until they drop the fish, and then they'll steal their food. So that's what you saw. Is them food stealing just now. That was like an art of heist. Pick them up.
They will also prey on the chicks and the eggs of other birds as well.
These guys are assholes.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
the jerks.
Exactly.
They're like the bullies.
Members of the bird world. Oh yes, that's a fantastic picture.
Alright, so does everyone know what a lichen is?
Lichen?
Yeah. So it's the symbiotic relationship between a fungus and an algae.
Okay.
Right? So fungus, mushrooms, they can't make their own food. They're parasites. They don't photosynthesize. They don't have chlorophyll. So it needs something that makes food. An algae can make its own food, but it needs some way to keep itself moist and it needs a home. So how I like to think of it is, Freddy fungus and Alice algae took a lichen to each other.
Oh,
So what
wow.
the fungus does, if he makes, like, she's the algae and I'm the fungus, I would give her a big hug and wrap my arms around her.
So you turned this into a romance
Yes,
novel.
it is.
Okay.
It's a love story.
Yeah.
And then I have this straw, because I'm the fungus, that comes out and it penetrates into the algae and that's how it gets food. It's called a hostorium. Where there used to be glaciers that could reach the sea are these U-shaped valleys now. And they're able to carve that out.
And then just it has some nice sunset, you know, the sun up and down.
So this is where you polar ones from.
Eggs.
Yeah, so you'll go to the back of Azur. Javi will be up there. Do they have a chick? But
The divorce rate in seabirds is something like 70%.
no, but I mean like in this particular one.
Oh.
You know, like British Guillemots are like 5% and like this is the Zodiac Garage. This is where your Uber lives.
Okay. What is he? Does he want us to leave his island?
You get 12 in there. It was so much fun. But you're gonna find out if you're doing the full one.
Secondary briefing.
You are also, if you ask, you're allowed standing up and taking photos if I'm not moving very quickly. And I've been to, that's it.
And there it comes. This guy's got a notched dorsal fin. Really? Yeah. You can
So where's his siblings? Where's his parents, his siblings?
Family.
Yeah.
Family.
No, they probably is all by himself. So can you see the front legs?
Yeah.
That he has a little bit of
We have guidelines again.
Yeah.
We actually had an incident last week where people were on shore kilometers from a glacier and it calved
and the waves were so big that the people fell into the water.
Wow, and they were a kilometer away?
I think more than a kilometer away.
Wow.
Yeah.
They call that a
Luckily,
wet,
everyone was fine.
a wet exit, I think is the terminology for that.
So now we're actually updating our guidelines.
Oh, really? So you're always learning.
I mean, I would love to see that. I'm not the overboard, but the path, I would love to see that.
The thing okay for you? It is pretty amazing. Boris, go ahead.
Can you have visual in there?
Oh yeah.
Or just inside this bay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
When he docks for the nut, is he concerned that a piece of ice will come into the boat?
Sure. Yep.
So what do they do about that?
Well, they're watching for it. Try to use it out as much as possible. But there was some came in the other day and then he pushed it away with Zodiacs.
That thing is
But they'll do that all night long?
Well, they don't. It doesn't matter as much when the gangway's not down or the marina's not down, but it's just, you know, yeah, it's not a big. When those parts are down, they come rushing along, then it's not right. Otherwise, they kind of bounce off the ship. But isn't that a beauty? You aware of the high school class? Yeah.
Oh wow, it's so
Thank you.
Can I have a bite of your food?
Ooh, that looks yum.
It's okay.
Oh, you never poured either. I know. I just did the last one.
Yes.
We need more.
Here's
one day today. That helicopter was really
Oh my God,
good.
we made it through alive, thank God.
The helicopter is spectacular, I thought.
I walk in, Johnny's like ordering a salad. I go, what are you doing? I go, what are you doing? Can you wait for 3.5 seconds? Jeez.
No, he can't, and I think we've established that.
Right.
Everyone. Yes. Okay. That's all I ordered. I don't order anything else.
Pretty remarkable, huh?
you like math or science, or what's your favorite subject in school? What do you like?
Mathematics.
Well, you girls are beautiful. Nice to meet you. Where are you going now?
Shopping.
Okay, enjoy it. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Just so not right. Oh my God.
Alright, so you have to swirl it little by little. Yeah. Alright, so ready? 1, 2, and 3. In that last cover. There we go. That smoke is coming from the apple wood and cinnamon stick. Okay. Ireland is a kind of drink. The middle is drink.
Thank you.
It consists of yogurt.
Dry Riesling from Prince of Austria. And I have the Castello di Bosco. This one is a Chianti Classico from Italy.
You can drink
Yes,
it.
please. The white one?
Yogurt. Yes, yogurt.
A little of the white.
It's sparkling water and some salt on it.
Yeah.
We're in Greenland. We're in a fjord in Greenland. And we don't see a ton of green. If I step back, you'll see the whole rest of our room on this ship. If I don't trip over a coffee table or something. You can't grow any lettuce in icebergs. So how do they get the iceberg lettuce? Come with me, Ronnie. I'm gonna show everybody. This is us.
This is us?
Yeah, and here's where we are.
Here's where we are.
We're in Greenland.
Here's our room in Greenland.
And it's got a lot of mirrors. So like everywhere you look, there's a mirror. Sometimes you think it's another person, and then it turns out it's you.
It'd be confusing.
Yeah. So if you had a twin in this room, you'd be like completely screwed.
You want to stay? I have no idea, but it wasn't when I first moved. It's not like I want to start buying super expensive mattress and. Do you like the way I Yeah, I do.
Oh, look at that.
Want me in the picture?
So please, can we raise our glass to our amazing voyage here on the Scenic Eclipse? Never lose your sense of wonder. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.